Hello there everyone and welcome back. So today guys, I want to share another cheeky video with you on how I'm going to polish the car, remove some scuffs. I want to sell the car and I want to visually improve the paint and remove those scuffs that they're not visible and don't attract any unnecessary attention. And I'm going to start off with this core panel. I want to make this process easy, quick, and I'm going to be using meguiars Ultimate Compound because I believe that it's somewhere in between a proper professional polish and a compound, meaning that leaves a nice finish. And after that I'm going to simply apply a wax, but after I polish the car I will also I'm going to use a panel prep. So the process is fairly simple. If there's a spot where I see a scuff, I'm just going to work on it more than on the clean side of the panel, so to speak. I'm just going to have it like I'm just going to do a general polish over the areas that are already let's say scuff free, and those areas that are have defects on them I'm going to pay more attention as well, because I only have 2 batteries with my SPT dual action polisher, and I'm actually using a bit of well, according to the manufacturer of spta, which is spta, the red pad is their hardest one, meaning that it's meant more for paint correction. And yeah, so basically I'm not going to spend too much time on each panel. If something comes off, that's great. If it doesn't, well, I'm not going to be spending too much time, or I might address it manually. I mean, I will polish out manually, apply more pressure and stuff like that. This is the polisher I only use on bigger areas, because some areas I won't be able to get into with this polisher. I will only be able to get into, like as you can see, like the door handles or underneath them with a but polishing them with by hand using a pad or a microfiber cloth. So I'm just going to do like a general go over to improve the paint, gloss, and remove the scuffs. That's the whole idea, and do it quickly. I generally spend about an hour and a half doing that. It's a good thing to do before you sell a car, if you want to do it, depending on the condition of your paint. If I sell a car, I would normally just simply remove all the contaminants, and I think that would be more than enough for most cars. But this car has been neglected, and it has some scuffs, and it kind of gives you a bit more points if you get rid of them and just make the paint look nice, especially on the white car. White cars, in their nature, all that needs to be done to them is they need to be clean. But you can see there are some scratches embedded in the paint, so we would really want to get rid of them. Even on a white paint like this, the white paint doesn't require a lot in terms of scratches, because of the nature of the scratches themselves. They are white and they won't be that visible on the white paint. So So as you can see now, I'm going to sort of apply my manual polishing by hand using the same product, meguiars Ultimate Compound. The difference is with a dual action polisher, it kind of stalls on you if you put too much pressure on it. So but by hand I can pull a lot of pressure and I can just polish out those cuffs manually, and we don't really want to do full paint correction, so it's fine, especially in this tighter areas, edges, where the polisher won't simply be able to get to. It's pretty easy and you get really good results. meguiars Ultimate Compound has been on the market for ages, and I think it's really good for retail use. You kind of, if you want to use the whole pattern, like use the polish after using the compound, and then after using the polish you can use their wax. I think it's really a nice idea. However, now I'm using this as a standalone sort of compound slash polish, because I think it falls into category being in between. It's not exactly a professional grade compound for removing sand marks and stuff like that, but rather than that, removing scuffs, I think it's ideal, and I would use it as a one-step kind of product all the time. So now we're using a panel prep or a surface prep for mothers. The reason why I use it is just to remove any kind of oils that might have been left after the polish, and you only need to wipe down the panel once and the product itself will evaporate. The cleaner the panel, the better chances of the wax to go on to the surface. So the wax we're going to use today is Fuso Coat Soft 99. It's basically provides you with 12 months of protection. It's one of the most durable waxes on the market currently. Really nice water beating it provides as well, and a nice gloss. I get a lot of criticism for using the sponge or not wetting the sponge, so to speak, but I believe it all comes down to the technique. So if I panel prep my paint, if it's squeaky clean, I can simply use a dry foam pad they provide, and I can just work in the wax as it is, and it's going to be pretty safe. I mean, yeah, if you use a microfiber cloth and there's some dirt particles still left, the microfiber will probably pick it up, and the sponge will probably drag it a bit more. But overall, you know, if you're using the right technique, the sponge is just as good. I like using the sponge. It's kind of, I think it's a bit easier for me to apply the wax with a sponge. However, I also like to use a foam pad. For a 2-hour job, guys, I think these are the fairly good results. I mean, it's quick, provided the car with some gloss and protection, and I think now it's going to be significantly easier to sell the car. But overall, thank you for watching the video, guys. Like and subscribe, and put a comment in the video, and I'll catch you in my next video.